Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So you know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Excuse me, gotta sneeze. I chew, right? Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu, baddest dude, 154 pounds. We was just talking about him yesterday. You know, how awesome the guy is. The guy is awesome to me, you know, cause the Tszyu was awesome. So his son's awesome too. You know, the main guy at 154 pounds, you know. And Tim Tszyu did some good things. I think he woke everybody up the way he beat Harrison, Tony Harrison. Woke everybody up, you know. And then, you know, taking care of Brian Mendoza after Mendoza beats up the guy gonna fight this weekend in Fundura. But not only that, fights before that as well. All right, Tim Tszyu. So we know he's kind of a scary guy in that division. The fact that he was wanting Jamel Charlo bad, you know what I mean? So we're thinking, you know, this is the guy. Now, when you're talking about Terrence Crawford, all right, Terrence Crawford, the best fighter in the world, he's exceptional. Now, I know, you do a video and you praise any fighter that's black, you're not going to get any likes. You know, my channel won't come up because I do that. I talk about Negro League fighters and things like that, and I'm gonna. And at the same time, I won't ask none of y'all to like or subscribe because you don't like. We're living on planet Earth, and then, you know, most of you are Americans. So it's impossible for you to do that. I understand that, but I don't give a damn, all right? It's about justice. It's about let's do what we see. Right now, you are seeing in Terrence Crawford something phenomenal, just like you did with Floyd Mayweather. You've seen something phenomenal, incredible, actually. We didn't all start off being Terrence Crawford fans, or Floyd Mayweather for that matter. You know, I didn't see Terrence Crawford, and I told most of you guys when he was fighting Gamboa, I'm a Gamboa fan. So I'm going for Gamboa, you know, moving up in weight, smaller than Terrence Crawford. I'm going for that dude. You know, but Terrence took care of him. And then you just keep your eye on the people who takes care of the guy you like. And if you keep your eye on Terrence Crawford, you're going to see things. You're just going to see things. It's like, damn, man, what the hell? I mean, you know, and then it just keeps going. And the what the hell did not stop. It's 10 years now. His whole career is what the hell? So I have another what the hell moment for you. Tim Tszyu, his managers come out and said that they would fight Errol Spence. They would vacate the WBO belt to fight Errol Spence. Now that's wrong on all levels. You were about to fight Keith Thurman, which was okay, but it was just okay because Keith Thurman hasn't been in the ring for a while and is injury prone, right? So we're thinking, okay, Keith Thurman's a name. We're thinking Tim Tszyu is going to beat Keith Thurman for sure, but you know, it's still Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman can move, he can stick and move, and you know, have enough power to make him maybe, you know, a little hesitant, keep the fight a little close, to Tszyu hit him in the body or something. You know, that's what we probably think. In the scenario, stop Keith Thurman a little late or something like that. You know, that's what you was thinking. Come on, let's be real. Right? You don't think Keith Thurman has enough to keep Tim Tszyu off of him for all those rounds. So that's what you're thinking. Hoping that Keith Thurman could do something, but really you didn't. So you're thinking Tim Tszyu is going to beat Fundora and be running after your boy Terrence Crawford, because it's, you know, it's WBO, you know, Terrence Crawford is your majesty, you know, he's royalty basically. So, and the baddest dude out there, and Tim Tszyu is so awesome that you know he's coming after him. But for anybody in Tim Tszyu's camp to come out and they ain't been beat up by Tim Tszyu by saying that his manager saying we would fight Errol Spence has come out and said he's not ready for something like that anyway, but he's not anyway. His last appearance was getting beat the hell up. If you fight Errol Spence right now, he's coming off a loss, he hasn't looked good, and he would have excuses, right? And Errol Spence is going to have some issues. I'll do a video about Errol Spence anyway. Errol Spence is going to be similar to Dave Benavidez when Dave Benavidez go up, right? It's going to be like, you know, they live from, I'm heavier than most of you guys, and I'm coming forward, and I have stamina. Those are the similarities. I have stamina, I throw a lot of punches, and I'm coming forward. When you get to people your size, they got some power, and you can't do that, you're going to have to start back footing. You know, you're going to have to show some other aspects of your game, right? And one of my favorite uploaders was talking about Danny Garcia, one of my boys, what he had to do against Lucas Matisse. You know, had to back foot some things and show some other elements of his game. You know, and that's what, you know, the Errol Spences and the Dave Benavidez's of the world gonna have to do when they go up in weight, when they're not bigger than those guys. So is Errol Spence ready to come back after a break? And also his trainer, him and Derek James are having issues to come back and get right into a Tim Tszyu fight. No, Tim Tszyu shouldn't even want nothing like that. So either Tim Tszyu's manager is getting beat up as we speak from Tim Tszyu, or his camp would rather fight an Errol Spence instead of a Terrence Crawford right now. That is not a good look. Not for Tim Tszyu, not for boxing, but it's a damn good look for Terrence Crawford. That just shows you the respect. Because you know Terrence Crawford is coming up in weight. He the same issues he was having at 147. We know Errol Spence wasn't in a rush to do it. Errol Spence was like, let me take care of this other stuff. You guys remember, let me take care of my side of the street when we know it was no side of a street. Because if it was a side of a street, Canelo would not be fighting Munguia right now. If there was a side of the street, Canelo, Demetrius Andrade, when he was fighting at the Zone, the Zone wouldn't have been telling him to fight Jamal Charlo on the other side of the street. Side of the street is just something that you can put in when people don't want to fight, right? So that doesn't, you know, exist. Just back to the top. I don't want to even get into the side of the street stuff because that's ridiculous. You know, this is excuses. But Tim Tszyu would rather fight an Errol Spence than a Terrence Crawford. We got to wake up, y'all. Terrence Crawford is all that in a bag of chips right now, and there's not nobody really want to fight him of significance, right? We're going to get the Boots. That's what we're going to get to, obviously. Boots just got to, I forget who Boots about to fight. But after that, you know, Boots and Vergers Hill need to hook up, or Boots need to come up and beat this Madronov guy, right? So somebody can have the other two titles. And then Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu, hopefully Tim Tszyu done beat up his manager and he'll never say that again. They can fight, and then we can have an undisputed fight at 154 pounds, something like that. Because, guys, I know the whole boxing world wants Terrence Crawford to fight somebody that's not significant. But he's 36 years old, 2-division undisputed, and he wants to become 3-division undisputed. Same with Canelo. That's why he wanted to fight Canelo. And if everybody says, you know, Canelo's too big, he's going to do this, well, let him fight him. You want him to lose anyway. But like I told you yesterday, Floyd Mayweather would don't want him to fight Canelo because he mess around and beat Canelo. But they let him fight Benavidez or somebody big like that. All right? Or Tyson Fury or something. Guys, wake up, smell the coffee. Terrence Crawford is awesome. If Tim Tszyu would rather fight Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, that's just another feather in Terrence Crawford's cap. Doma Sports, though. Worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.